Good morning. I was going to talk to you about something else today, but I want to do just one more episode about the Super Bowl. And I want to talk to you about the Patrick Mahomes mindset. I'll try not to get too excited, but he's such a good example of belief in oneself, when others believe in you, that are around you. And his own quote after winning the Super Bowl is, "My mindset is always play and compete to the very end." Who is this Patrick Mahomes II? 24 years old, number 15 for the Kansas City Chiefs, quarterback and MVP of Super Bowl 54. That's most valuable player. Last night, the Kansas City Chiefs won 31-20, beating out the San Francisco 49ers. They came back in the fourth quarter after being down 10 points. It was a fantastic game. So, why I want to talk to you about Patrick is that he grew up around professional sports. Not everybody knows this, but his father, Pat Mahomes Sr., was a professional athlete. He was a pitcher, though. That's baseball. Everyone thought Patrick Jr., or the second, would follow in his father's footsteps and play baseball in the MLB. From 1992 to 2003, his father played, listen to this, for the Minnesota Twins, the Boston Red Sox, New York Mets, Texas Rangers, Chicago Cubs, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's some major teams he played for. And all during this time, between 1992 and 2003, that little kid got to hang out with his dad. He looked up to athletes. Now, little kids are looking up to him. Patrick Mahomes II played baseball like his father during college at Texas Tech University. But he fell in love with football. The Chiefs drafted him in 2017. He is fairly new to the team, and he is very young, actually the youngest MVP to ever win, and I think to start in a Super Bowl. Now, his dad tells us about Patrick, his son, growing up in the clubhouse. In a podcast he shared, he said, everybody and their mama thought he was going to play baseball. Then, his junior year, he started playing football and got to play quarterback. He told his dad his senior year, "Dad, I love baseball, but I didn't know what love was until I started playing football." I mean, it was sad for his father, but he fell in love with the game of football. Now, being in love with something is very important because he followed his heart. It was just 3 years earlier that the Detroit Tigers had drafted him in his senior year of high school. That's 2014. But he quit baseball after his sophomore year At Texas Tech, the 6'3" became the only quarterback in history to throw over 5,000 yards in a season in both college and the NFL. He joins football greats Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. I mean, these are big names, as the only players in the NFL history to throw at least 50 touchdown passes in a single season. But there's one thing different about this guy. Did you notice? He runs the ball too. Now, his mom was quoted in a previous interview about how her son is living the dream. Quote, "It's a blessing that little boys dream about. He's gotten to live a dream." End quote. His mom is very supportive of her son. She also speaks about his Christian faith, which he shares in his social media posts. But his mom encourages him to stay humble and reminding him to pray and to thank God for his blessings and his abilities. You know, Patrick Mahomes is a great example for little boys who look up to him. He said after the Super Bowl, he never gave up. He showed us that he has confidence in himself. So, he's got a younger brother, Jackson, who's 19, but he's into basketball. And he has a little sister, Maya, who's 8. I wonder what they will become. Jackson and Maya have big shoes to fill.